my friend. Up there, way high in the sky, I can see you with my eye. Oh.
Hi, I'm Janice Hallman, and I'm here for the Compasionate Friends, and my daughter Katrina brought me here. And I have two guests, a co-host, Terry and Sean, and they're from the Good Karma Band, and I will let them tell you about themselves.
I'm Sean, and I'm here for the Compasionate Friends, and all of you out there watching right now that need that extra boost, help in your life, friends. We're here to be your friends, to help you through this. And I've had some hard times throughout my life, family, friends, I've lost a lot of them. So they all brought me here, and we're here for you.
Yep, I agree. We're here for you, the Compasionate Friends, and this is a chapter in Salem. And we want to thank you once again for tuning in this month of May. And we had a great month last month.
It's April.
Oh yeah, May's coming up. Yeah.
This show is for May.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
We're
Thank you
excited
very
about
much.
May.
Co-host has got to get on something. So anyways, I want to thank you for tuning in to this show of May, which is our 10th show.
Yep.
And no doubt, I got that info for you about the chapter in Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Jenny out there that is the head of that chapter. And they've got a really nice facility out there out by Autzen Stadium in Eugene.
Oh, that's where it
So yeah, it's out there off of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
is. Right on.
And sure, Arlen will put the phone number on it later when I plug them. But I just want to give a shout out for them. And
Yep,
I was going to say,
there
I'm
right
here.
now.
Yep, I'm here for the Compasionate Friends. I'm here for the support of my aunt and my dad and other loved ones in my life, best friends and friends that I've lost. Is why I'm here to share my experiences and how I got through them, and maybe make you feel comfortable enough to come in and share to make yourself feel better. And if you don't have a support group, if you're out there all by yourself, that the Compasionate Friends is there for you, and that no matter where you are, what time it is, look it up on the internet in your local area for a chapter of the TCF, the Compasionate Friends, and they are there for you. There'll be one person or a family that is there dedicated to the Compasionate Friends.
That's true.
And thank you, Janice, for
You're welcome.
having
Thank you very
Good
much.
Karma Band here, because we aim to make happiness an easier choice. So we
It goes
click.
hand in hand. Yeah,
Yep.
we absolutely love coming here for all of you.
Pretty soon it'll be a year.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
Can't
we
believe
don't
it.
we don't call you our fans. We call you our friends.
yeah.
And Compasionate Friends.
Hey, we do
is
have
just
one
that.
fan. We do have one fan left. We
We broke the other one last
broke
weekend.
the other one, but it's not that cool. So
It's-
fans aren't
it's-
that cool.
It's hot now.
We'd rather
yeah.
have friends. They're
Right.
cooler.
Yeah.
Well, there's our group meets the third Tuesday of the month at the Salem Hospital, Building D, and sometimes we have brand new people coming in. Sometimes we have people that have been there for a while. We didn't really have a really big number this last time, but the brand new lady, her daughter lost her daughter, and it was her birthday, and so she brought a birthday cake. So we all had birthday cake. So people think we're weird that we celebrate their birth dates and their death dates, because there's two when you've lost a child, and they're all important, but they're all triggers. And I have a big family, but my big family was busy, and I went to my first Compasionate Friends at the old Army, what's that Salvation Army. That's where I went the very first time. And when I told them the death date of my daughter, they said, "What are you doing here so soon?" And I said, "Well, this lady at the Social Security office told me where I could go and have a group that I could attend." And I loved that group. I listened to everything they had to say. They told me how to use coping mechanisms like watch a funny movie. It took me almost 2 years to find a funny movie, though.
Yeah.
And it was everybody there was very supportive, and so that's what helps.
Yep,
And
it's having that support.
I've lost my oldest sister, then I lost my daughter, then I lost Sharon, my middle sister. Sharon lost her husband in April, and then in July we lost my mom, and then in September we lost a stepbrother. And it's just been, since then I've lost my other sister, Sharon. So I said, I need some help, and so I conned my nephew into coming and helping with the show,
she
so I
didn't
don't
have
have
to
to do it
con
all
me.
by myself, and
She
so
didn't
I
have to call
appreciate it.
me. Come help you anytime.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. This is well worth it for
Right.
us. This also is coming and doing this for you is one of my coping mechanisms, believe it or not, for
That's one of our passions, is to
Things I've
just
gone
to
through.
help people. Doesn't necessarily matter how we help them
and it
or
also
what we're helping them for.
That's right, and it also helps me communicate.
Yep.
Sometimes, you know, if you get in touch with compassionate friends and you meet with them, maybe sometimes all you need is a hug,
Right.
Yeah.
or just let it all out. Maybe when you're giving that hug,
Right.
you'll start crying, and
Right.
and I mean, and that's not something you have to do, but if you feel that that's a way of relieving, but then you don't have to worry about communicating or talking with people about it right away. That comes naturally. If you
Right.
see other people
Right.
communicating about what they're going through, it'll hit commonality with you, and
That's true.
you'll want to
Yep.
get it out too.
Exactly.
Spend most of my life trying to stay relaxed,
Yeah.
not get overworked about things. But I tell you what, some of those nights, especially alone, are really hard
Right.
when you can't get visions out of your head
Right.
of things you've witnessed and people you've lost.
Yeah, I find that like when I'm at home alone, like you said, and there's nobody on the chat, or everybody inside the house has gone to bed as I'm out in Studio Y by myself. And I mean excuse me.
What are you doing in Studio Y?
What are you doing in Studio Y, man? What do you mean we there? He live there. But anyway, so anyways, it'll set in, and dang it, where was I going for? I got sidetracked. Then I'll be sitting there by myself, and then that's where that time comes in, and I'll pop something in and figure to cheer myself up with, or something like that. That's where I find myself that's when the worst time. That's where it is. Where I was going with that was that when you're going to bed. Sometimes that's when you sit there and you think and you think and you think, and that can be one of the worst times and the hardest times, especially if you're by yourself.
That's right.
And that's one thing that at 503-703-3930,
That's right.
you can call them anytime if you need to talk to them.
Put
especially
that
if you
number
don't-
on your nightstand.
Yeah,
if
put
you
it on your
can.
nightstand
you
wherever,
might need
or they don't have speed dial anymore. I don't think.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
they still do. But and call them. And if you're not in Salem and you're watching this like on the internet, or
Yeah.
because I play this on my stream and on our YouTube channel,
Yep.
so there's a copy of it every month. So
I just thought of another way they can get that number. If you don't get the number written down right now, if you're not in a place where you can write it down, or if you forget to write it down, or if you lose it, I just thought you can look up Good Karma Band and
Yep, and
message us and get that number
Yep.
from us.
Yep, or no doubt on FB, and I'll get that number to you.
Yeah, no doubt on
No doubt
Facebook.
about it.
We'll
I
get
wanted
that
to mention
number to
that
you.
this week. That was my closing stuff, mister.
Oh, I stole
Oops.
it. I'm sorry.
My Coey here is doing my job for me, baby. He's got my back. But that doesn't come to last.
I'm a co-host of the co-host.
That's right.
Oh,
With the
Well,
mostest.
what can we make? We'll
that's too big of
have
a-
Arlen give him a title.
Yeah.
No,
Well, wait
that's
till
too
you see
big of
a
a
little
title.
bit later in our music segment today. We got something special for you guys.
We do
It's
have
gonna-
something very special.
We're not going to say anything though.
Okay.
But I do see it's on your shirt there.
Okay.
Nice
that's
shirt. But anyways, I just want to say that that no doubt they will take your call anytime, and even if 5 minutes later you need to talk again,
Yep.
they will be there, because we are compassionate friends for you,
That's right.
and we want to help you get through if you have no support, or be your support. And with our music, we intend to make you happy.
That's right.
That's true.
And to you.
Yes, that's true. And the chapter is for everyone out there that has no one, because you have to cry, you have to grieve, and everybody grieves at a different rate and a different pace. And some of us cry and some of us don't. Personally, I didn't cry at any of the funerals until I went to the funeral last year at a friend, and then I cried my heart out. But I did cry. I was working 2 jobs. I was working for my mom and my stepdad, and I cried all the way to Lebanon and all the way back home. So I did cry. I just didn't do it publicly. And so some people, when they first come, they just can't stop the tears, but that's all right. We want them to cry. We want them, because that's healing. Laughter and crying are healing when you lose someone. And they told me to find a funny movie, and I finally did. I watched an old movie, old Christmas movie from
Back at
at Grandma's house.
yeah,
And
Grandma
I sat
Steele's-
there and I
homicide,
laughed
yeah.
and I laughed and I laughed. And Dave happened to walk by and he said, half those people are dead. And I said, not to me,
Yeah.
because they're still live in your heart. They still live in
Yep.
your heart.
And that's another thing of the loved ones that I've lost, and when I'm feeling sad or missing them, I just think of good memories, and it helps me feel better and get over it. I mean, it doesn't set back in real deep. You know what I mean? It's always going to be there. You're always going to have that loss, but instead of going into a depression or deep, like, you'll bring yourself to, I do, think of a good memory. You know, think of something funny that my dad said, or, you know, oh my God, look at that. You better wipe that off there, mister. Oh, got it!
Every time.
Yeah, every time, and then it's like, you know, Lila sitting over there. See?
Yeah.
No, see her over there. Ah, made you laugh. Okay, you know, that's the kind of stuff he did. So it's like, so instead of me thinking, he's gone, you know, that's,
In remembrance of.
and we all laughed, and hopefully you did too.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I got a booger on my finger. Just kidding.
Yeah, the thing of it is there is help out there
Yep.
for people that are hurting. There are people that you can talk to. There's things that you can do, and we're just here to help you get along to the next thing. It's been 10 years for me. It's been 11 years for my oldest sister, but it's been 10 years since the loss of my daughter and my mother. So I'm doing really well in that part. There's certain triggers, holidays, and my daughter loved all the holidays. So I was coming back from Jeanette's house, and I stopped, and I can't remember, it wasn't really a holiday, but it was Julie's birthday, or the day after Julie's birthday. And so I picked flowers from my sister's yard, and then I put them on all the graves. And that's my Mother's Day present, is I go and visit my grandparents and my mother's and my daughter's grave. And that's one of the things that I do to make myself feel good.
Yeah.
And then I sit and talk to them. And Grandma Durham's reply was, when my grandpa died, was my grandma Thelma always said, nobody comes out and sees the flowers. So when I go there, I say, Grandma, I'm here. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Last month, I went to visit my sister.
Cool.
Her grave in Astoria, Oregon. And I took my daughter Lila with me. And It didn't take me long to find the grave. I actually remembered where it was this year. But I went there and sat down with her, and I had a pretty normal conversation with her.
Yeah.
But something I thought of that really helped, she has a time capsule by her grave there. And I took a piece of paper and a pen, and I wrote down all the things that she would be proud of me that I
Yeah.
accomplished in my life. I told her I had a daughter, told her her name, told her how old my daughter was, and which would be
Cool.
her niece.
Yes.
Is that right? So I said, you have a niece now, and she's 8 years old, and I wrote all that down, put it in the time capsule, and
Cool.
it was like it felt like it's not closure. I
Right.
never want to have closure with her, but it really felt like I was connected with her
Yes.
at that point.
And you do.
Yeah.
It does take connections.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty hard losing somebody really super close to you. Other than for me, it's animals. I mean, I know my dad and stuff, but I mean, I never really got to be around him that much, really. I mean, other than just right towards the end, and
And that meant a lot.
oh yeah, that meant a lot. Having him say that he was, proud of me, and but I mean, didn't actually. I mean, he said it to me, but being that he'd said it to other people, and to know that was really cool. And even on that night of him leaving this earth, that doing a gig, he was like, "Great, man." He's like, "Have a good time, man. We'll see you when you get home, man. I'm proud of you." And
that was the last time.
yeah, it was the last time. What was strange is I went to an after party and I was sitting around there, and this girl was sitting right next to me, and she's like looking up like this, and she's going, "Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh my God." And I'm going like, "Okay, I guess it's time for me to go home." And then turn around and end up, my dad was dead. So
Yeah.
he was checking on me. He's like, "What are you doing, boy? You should come home, man. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be at that party."
That was the last time he's ever
But-
done that.
But my mom and my brother were there for him and did what they could. So, but I imagine it's times like that. Even with animals, they're the most hardest
Yep.
for me. That's when I usually pretty much cry in my own time. But other things, I release it in other directions. But sometimes with animals, it just doesn't happen. But yeah, that was pretty wild time
Yeah.
to have that happen at such a timing. But I mean, it didn't make anything bad.
And you wrote some music.
I
for
wrote,
him.
I wrote music for him,
Since
more than one song, but it kind of has more than one feeling. But I see we're getting close to time, so I want to take this time to say that the beautiful flowers that you see here are a special Mother's Day gift for Janice Hallman, your host, from Good Karma Band, because we probably won't get to see her on Mother's Day.
Maybe, you don't know.
Because she's going to be busy. Well, you never know. She's so busy what she's going to do. So these are for her. We brought these for her. And one little reminder, we'll be doing a GKB Fest this next weekend. So if you're interested in coming, look us up on Facebook under Good Karma Band. And you'll find a post up there. It gives you all the information you need.
It'll be a private party at Studio Y, so
Private party.
Messages.
And we'll have some special music coming up for you. And once again, I want to say to Compasionate Friends, Chapter Salem, Salem chapter, and the Eugene chapter, which the information is there on the screen. And also, call them if you need them. They're there for you if you don't have any support. And I want to say thank you for coming in and watching CCTV. And I'd like to thank Arlen in the back and for doing such a great job on editing and everything. And make sure I give him a good shout out on the TV this time.
and one of our songs coming up
Oh, yeah.
has to do with a little bit of what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
If you ever feel like the only one,
Yep.
the only one left in this town, the only one in this world,
This
there are
song-
others right there, right next to you.
This song is for you.
Just reach out to Compasionate Friends, you'll find them.
That's true. The other thing is just remember the dates change for each chapter. They all have used to be the 1st and the 3rd, and now we just have ours on the 3rd. So some of them have 2. I know there's one in Albany. There used to be one in Lebanon, but there isn't now. But I know there's other chapters, but I don't know which Tuesday they meet. But they all meet on the same on the Tuesday, just I don't know which one. So I want you to, if you know of somebody that's of a loss, tell them to watch our show. Tell them to come to our meeting to get some support. And be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Let yourself cry. Let yourself be happy. Do something for yourself that will make you feel good. And we want everybody to have someone to support them, because we know, as a parent, you know what it's like. And no one wants to lose their children before they lose a parent. But I lost a parent, or I lost my child before my parent.
And also, just simple pleasures will take
Yes.
your mind off stuff.
It does. So we're going to see you next week. So bye for now.
Bye.
I'm the only one left in this town. There's no one else around. There's no one else around.
remember, you only have 86,400 seconds a day. Enjoy simple pleasures in life. Compassionate friends, GKB for life.
Thank you.
The moon will rise again. I hope you'll be waiting for me, my friend. Up there, way high in the sky, I can see you with my eye. Oh. We want